My child, if you are alone right now, do not rush past this moment. Do not scroll away. Do not silence the stillness too quickly. There is something sacred happening here. I am speaking to you now, not because you searched hard enough, not because you were strong enough, not because you deserved a special message, but because heaven has already spoken your name. Long before this quiet settled around you, long before this night felt heavy, long before you questioned whether anyone truly sees you, your name was spoken. And it was not spoken casually. It was spoken with intention. It was spoken with love. It was spoken with full awareness of where you would be sitting right now, what you would be feeling, what you would be carrying, what you would be silently enduring. You may feel isolated. You may feel overlooked. You may feel as though life is moving forward without waiting for you. But understand this clearly. You are not forgotten. Not by me. Your solitude is not empty. It is sacred ground. It is the place where distractions grow quiet enough for my voice to reach you without competition. It is the space where you do not have to perform. The place where you do not have to impress. The place where you do not have to explain why you are tired. I see where you are sitting. I see the room. I see the silence. I see the thoughts moving through your mind, the ones you would never say out loud. And I am here. You did not stumble into this moment. You were guided here. Out of all the noise, all the options, all the endless distractions, you paused, you stayed, and your spirit knew why before your mind did. Heaven does not speak names without purpose. When your name was spoken, it was not because of your achievements. It was not because you had everything figured out. It was not because you never doubted. It was spoken because you are mine. That is what gives your name weight. You have carried questions for a long time. Questions about your direction, your timing, your worth, your place in the world. You have watched others move forward while you waited. You have celebrated others while quietly wondering when it would be your turn. You have smiled when expected, even when something inside you felt unseen. And through every one of those moments, I saw you. When you felt invisible in a room full of people, I saw you. When you lay awake replaying conversations, wondering if you said too much or not enough, I saw you. When you stopped explaining yourself because it felt easier than being misunderstood again, I saw you. You were never unnoticed. Loneliness has tried to tell you a story. It told you that if you were truly valuable, you would not feel this alone. It told you that if you mattered deeply, someone would have proven it by now. It told you that your quiet life must mean a small life. But that story is not truth. Your value has never been measured by how many people surround you. It has always been measured by my love for you. And my love is not small. My child, you learned to survive quietly. You became strong in ways no one applauded. You carried responsibilities without asking for help. You told yourself not to expect too much because hope felt risky. You trained your heart to prepare for disappointment before it arrived. I know why. You were protecting yourself. But you were not created to live guarded and unseen. You were created to be known. And this moment, this still, quiet, sacred moment, is part of that knowing. You may feel small in the world's eyes. But when heaven moves, it does not always move with thunder. Sometimes it moves like a whisper. Sometimes it moves like a gentle nudge that draws you into stillness. That is what is happening right now. I'm not rushing you. I'm not pressuring you. I'm sitting with you. You are my child. Known by name. Remembered when you feel forgotten. Held when you feel untethered. I know the nights that feel longer than the days. I know the silence that feels heavy instead of peaceful. I know what it is like for you to sit with your thoughts and wonder if anyone truly understands the depth of what you carry. I have been with you in those moments, even when you did not feel me. This message is not late. It is right on time. Your heart has been prepared through waiting, through endurance, through quiet faith that continued even when answers did not come. That faith did not go unnoticed. Not one tear was wasted. Not one prayer disappeared. Not one silent ache went unseen. You may not see the full picture yet, but you do not need to. All you need to know right now is this: you are seen. You are chosen. And you are not alone. Stay here. Do not rush away from this feeling. Let the quiet stop being something you fear. Let it become a place of safety. Solitude is not punishment. It is invitation. An invitation to rest your guard. An invitation to stop performing. An invitation to let your heart be honest without fear of judgment. You do not have to prove your strength to me. You do not have to minimize your pain. You do not have to pretend you are fine. I already know the truth of you, and I love you within it. Rejection pushes away, but I draw near. Abandonment leaves exposed, but I cover. What you are experiencing is not the closing of doors. It is the clearing of noise. Certain voices have faded so you can hear mine more clearly. Certain distractions have fallen away so you can recognize that you are not defined by who stays or who leaves. You are defined by who holds you. And I am holding you now. You may be wondering why this season feels deeper. Why the loneliness feels sharper. Why the silence feels louder. It is not because you are weaker. It is because you are becoming more aware, more sensitive, more spiritually awake. And sensitivity is not weakness. It is evidence that your heart is alive. I would rather meet you in honest loneliness than leave you comfortable but disconnected. Even now, as you read this, you are not alone. I am aware of where you are. I am aware of what you are feeling. I am aware of what you need, even before you ask. I am not waiting for you to become more faithful. I am not holding back until you stop doubting. Your doubts do not scare me. Your weariness does not push me away. If anything, your loneliness draws my care closer. Nothing you have felt has been wasted. Nothing you have endured has been meaningless. This solitude has been shaping you, softening you, preparing you. You are not alone in your room. You are not alone in your thoughts. You are not alone in your waiting. I am here. And I will remain, not just in this moment, but in every step that follows. Let that settle. Let it replace the story loneliness tried to write. You are not forgotten. You are not replaceable. You are not optional. Heaven does not speak optional names. And your name was spoken with love. My beloved child, let us go deeper now. You have heard that your name was spoken in heaven, but you must understand what that truly means. When your name is spoken here, it is spoken with vision. I see who you are becoming. I see the courage forming quietly. I see the wisdom growing through disappointment. I see the compassion deepening through loneliness. You may feel ordinary in the world's eyes. You may feel as though your life has been simple, quiet, unnoticed. But heaven does not confuse quiet with insignificant. Some of the deepest roots grow underground. Some of the strongest foundations are laid where no one applauds. Some of the most powerful faith is formed in silence. You have wondered before whether anyone would notice if you disappeared for a while. You have wondered whether your absence would truly matter. Those thoughts were born from pain, not truth. You are not replaceable. You are not interchangeable. You are not one among many in my sight. You are one known. When your name was spoken, it was spoken with full awareness of your fears. I know what scares you. I know what excites you. I know the dreams you stopped admitting out loud. I know the disappointments you pretend no longer affect you. I know the longing you try to manage quietly. Nothing about you is hidden from me, and nothing about you makes me step back. Being fully known by me is meant to bring peace, not fear. You do not have to hide your doubt. You do not have to minimize your desire. You do not have to pretend you are further along than you are. I am not measuring you against anyone else. I am walking with you personally. There is comfort in being known, but there is also guidance in it. Being known means you are not wandering unseen. It means you are not drifting without direction. It means help is closer than you think, even when you do not know how to ask for it. It means correction comes with care, not condemnation. It means protection surrounds you in ways you cannot always perceive. You have seen doors close and assumed you were being denied. But sometimes when heaven speaks your name, it closes what would have drained you. You have experienced delays and assumed you were forgotten. But sometimes when heaven speaks your name, it slows what would have overwhelmed you. You have felt loneliness and assumed you were abandoned. But sometimes when heaven speaks your name, it draws you away from noise so you can hear truth. Heaven speaking your name means heaven is involved. It means your life is not random. It means timing is not careless. It means the interruptions you resented were often redirections. You thought you were stuck. You thought you were behind. You compared your progress to others and wondered if you missed your moment. But timing in my kingdom is not measured by speed. It is measured by readiness. If everything had happened when you first wanted it, you would not have been prepared to carry it. If certain prayers had been answered immediately, you would not have had the depth to sustain the answer. I was not delaying you to frustrate you. I was forming you to protect you. Look back now gently. Notice the small decisions that shaped your path. The night you stayed home instead of going out. The opportunity that fell through unexpectedly. The conversation that changed direction. The plan that unraveled. At the time, those moments felt random. But they were threads. And I was weaving. You did not wander into this season by accident. You were led. Even when you thought you were making independent choices, I was guiding your awareness. Even when you thought you were lost, I was adjusting your course. Even when you thought nothing meaningful was happening, preparation was underway. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not early. You are exactly where you need to be for what is forming next. This moment carries weight because your heart is ready to receive it. There were times before when you would have scrolled past this. Times when you would have dismissed it. Times when distraction would have pulled you away. But now something inside you paused. That pause is not coincidence. It is alignment. Your spirit recognized something familiar. It recognized my voice. You may not have the full clarity yet. You may still have unanswered questions. But clarity often comes layer by layer. Understanding unfolds through readiness. Peace arrives when resistance softens. You did not need to strive to reach this moment. You only needed to stay open. And you did. Your openness matters. Your willingness to listen matters. Your decision to remain still right now matters. There will be moments ahead that only make sense because of what you are hearing now. There will be decisions that feel clearer. There will be warnings that feel sharper. There will be peace that feels deeper. Not because you suddenly became different, but because awareness met timing. Let this truth settle deeply. Your life has not been random. Even what hurt has been held. Even what confused you has been used. Even what I did not cause, I have woven into growth. When heaven speaks your name, it does not step back afterward. It stays involved. It stays attentive. It stays near. You are remembered with love. Watched with care. Guided with intention. Rest in that. You do not need to prove your worth. You do not need to chase visibility. You do not need to force your future. You are already known. You are already valued. You are already held. And the one who spoke your name has not stopped speaking. Stay with me. My beloved child, now I want to speak to you about something that has weighed heavily on your heart. Waiting. You have called it delay. You have called it setback. You have called it missed opportunity. But I call it protection. There were seasons in your life when you were certain something should have happened already. You believed the door should have opened. The relationship should have worked. The opportunity should have stayed. The answer should have come sooner. And when it did not, you questioned yourself. You wondered if you were not enough. If you prayed wrong. If you missed the sign. if you were being punished. But listen carefully, I do not delay you to deny you. I delay to prepare you. Timing in my kingdom has never been about speed. It has always been about readiness. You compared your timeline to others and felt behind. You watched people step into things you had hoped for. You celebrated them publicly while privately asking, when will it be my turn? You measured your life against visible progress. But what you could not see was the invisible formation happening inside you. There are things I will not place into unprepared hands. Not because you are incapable, but because you are valuable. There are weights that would have crushed you had you received them too soon. There are blessings that would have distracted you from